Welcome back, guys, and thanks for watching. Yes, I have some good in-game footage for you. I know you guys like this footage, so I got the very best, well, no, not the very best, but some good game footage. First of all, were you lucky enough to claim that new base skin? Not the Glorious Coliseum, but the Hop Shop, because the Glorious Coliseum is pretty hard to get. Big spender, beware, you need to purchase a lot of pack and obtain those golden gallery in order to purchase the skin, which is pretty good, pretty nice if you see the stats. Anyhow, I got this, I got some unit skins, some stickers and all the good stuff. Now let's have a look on the map where the action happens so you have a better picture. Let me just find the exact location. Oh yeah, right there. So I'm gonna zoom in for you. T04s drove eastbound to our position using that bridge. They plopped their base right there, and server 2 P2G, being opportunist, they followed them to have more fun, I guess. I don't think they want to attack us alone, so there were a bunch of base. We had to teleport there and eliminate them so we could proceed toward the bridge. But while we were moving forward to their position, we saw T04s breaking through and attempt to build a central command just near server 1 territory, right there. So we had to teleport in the red claimland, drive there, a little drive, and attempt to delete that CC, which we did. Yep, it was a bold move for T04s, but we succeed with the help of server 1. I don't think they expect us to cancel that CC, but we did anyways, and it was a big achievement for us. A lot of action. I'm sorry I forgot to capture this footage. To be honest with you, I didn't think we would made it, but we did. Sucks, but it is what it is. So back to the original point where I showed you, because this video is in two segments. The first one being us trying to eliminate them, and then a bunch of bases were left over in that peninsula, you see. And between the two banks, the two river banks, there's a bridge. So we position ourselves on the other side of the bridge and try to access through the bridge, which was difficult, heavily guarded.
So I said to myself, well,
listen, we're not going to waste too much reserve trying to break through. We're going to move around,
some base, stage here while we gather enough people,
and we move around them and attack them from behind.
Detour,
squeeze them like
attack them from behind,
sausage between two buns.
Also
and
got
rid of them. So that will be
a good play overall. You see the footage in a few seconds.
So without further ado, let's jump into the action. Do you see someone you know here? I do. Yes, Hunter Barbecue. If you are, for everyone unaware, this is one of the original YouTuber. I've watched a lot of his videos. I think they are still online, and he made some great content. I don't think he's pumping videos still, but regardless, if you want to see some good game footage, go check out his channel. It's worth watching. Give him the credit that he deserves. So this is a good action in neutral zone, meaning that we can move our base, creep toward them, So now I'm training troops, and while I'm training troops, I'm gonna try to get a piece of this guy, and I almost missed. I will fast forward a few of this game footage so you can see the most of this gameplay without falling asleep. Okay. My boys are getting busy. I'm still training. The thing I'm not happy about the new main battle tank, well, at least in the Vanguard camp, is the training time is very slow. It's very long. I was spoiled with the medium tank with a quick training speed, but the main battle tank takes twice as much time to train, which is annoying. Trying to get a piece of this action. I'm not fully trained, so I have to be careful, not waste troops for nothing. As you can see, my reserves are not quite high, so I cannot be negligent. Even though the main battle tank is much more durable than the medium, I found, you cannot get surrounded like you are doing with the super heavy. Super heavy can take a ton of beating, but the main battle tank, you need to be a little bit careful. Yep, the firing the entire aircraft skin or visual in full effect right there. So I'm gonna prepare. I'm gonna take a piece of this guy. Hello, friend. If you don't mind. It's a shame he's not active. I wish he would, so we could have a little one-on-one. I'm gonna garrison. I wasn't quite ready for this counter. I'll train back. I will put a tag to burn this guy in a timely fashion. Now my boars are still busy south. We're gonna gather around. Once again, there's no rush. He's not active. There's nobody around us, so we can take all the time we need to do it properly in one round. If we fail, then this base is active and it can be a little dangerous. So this guy is going to try to interfere. I will fire back. And yeah, next time think about that. Yeah, always have those fighter planes around. You never know when they will launch those bombers. Okay, so I prioritize this guy harassing me. Now we can finish Hunter Barbecue like that. I will assign a tag on this guy. He's quite annoying, but it will be his turn. Are you guys happy with the new units? I know some of you don't have them yet because you are early players or new players. Your time will come. As far as the new units, they're not a game changer. They're just acting differently. Like this super heavy. It used to be kind of weak. Now it's much more durable. So players that were not considering these super heavy now are really thinking about assembling one. A proper super heavy against this kind of base, you would tank this base and you would lose any unit or maybe one. So that's quite good. Before that, you would lose all your units. Almost. Yeah. So they are using the bombers. Try to harass us, but we have fighter planes ready to counter. I'm gonna position myself. How many main battle tank I have? 15. So in that sequence, I always bring my base close to me. I've said it many times, but I still say it because why leave your base far away when you can bring it? Bring your gear with you, bring your house with you. It's easier, your units won't get ambushed, and you always benefit from that protection when you garrison your troop. So, yep, this guy, Mr. Annoying, 225 million base. He's a big boy, so we need to gather around. And something happened. I don't know why he got activated. How? I don't know. But when this happened and you're not ready, the best thing to do is go away. Stand clear. By the time you organize and figure out who's gonna tank, it's too late. Better save your troops and reform a group, reorganize to burn him in one shot. So this guy here, he caused a little bit of damage. So I'm gonna take the opportunity to finish this guy off. Well, start my job, burn him. He's only 110 million. It may be a lot to you, but when you are at 215 million, it's easier. So I lost, you see, I lost one main battle tank. I had 23, I have 22. But of course I have Steel Fighter on this main battle tank. I never play with Steel Fighter, but now I play with her more often because she provide good protection. The shield attribute pays off. It's really effective. It does a good job protecting your tank. If you are fighting on the battlefield though, you do not want to use Steel Fighter. You want to use more offensive officer like Guardian of Truth or War Machine. And don't forget that Steel Fighter, she adds durability to your base when one of your unit assigned by Steel Fighter is garrisoned in your base. So this guy, we're gonna go, oh yeah, 64 million. He's a baby. So at this point they are a little bit less active. T04's helping them, as you see, the bomber. But we have a lot of fighters patrolling, so not a good idea to send a bomber. So what happened here is that guy, JZ08, I think Mr. Annoying burned his base, and this guy is either away from the keyboard or his game crashed because he's inactive. He's not doing anything. And I know him, it's not his style. It happens sometime. But the problem is he's within range and his base is activated. So if you try to help him, you will only lose troop. There's not much we can do. I can try to attack him from a distance, but if I go closer, I will pay the price. So it is what it is. It's not that I don't want to help him, there's nothing much to do. I could send a bomber, mind you. I always like to review my gameplay and think about what could I've do better to improve my gameplay. Oh, this guy got a 9 stars Katyusha. That's impressive. So yeah, I'm gonna send a bomber, and I didn't do much damage, and it's a Katyusha. My bomber is, I mean, I don't have a crazy air force, but still, a bomber should inflict more damage to this unit, but it's a 9 stars, so, and I'm 8 stars. The difference is significant. I'm gonna pan around to see who we can... Oh, I see somebody here that need to be punished. We will take care of him. So this is me having a genius moment. I'm staging here and I have no business to stay there. My truck is driving. My truck is not even driving, and I'm just paying the price of me being a dummy. Yeah, he's gonna send his bombers. I don't have any fighters patrolling. That was not my best moment. But he only have 2 troops in his base, so yeah, while I'm there, might as well finish him off. There you go. I'm below 1,000 reserves, so this could be a problem. I didn't do too bad despite the bad situation, the bad position where I was. So a nice save, kind of. Yeah, oh, so, yeah, I got caught by a bomber. Yeah, I remember this part where I was busy looking somewhere else while my troops were on the field. Another genius moment. It happened to everyone. I'm sure it happened to you. Now, the good thing about the Liberty Bomber is you just have to move over when they approach like that, so you save what's left of your troops. It's not a total loss. There you go. Now I finally relocate. I will try to find a proper spot near this gentleman here. Jalal. And yep, Jalal, it will be your turn. I'll take good care of you. So while I position myself, I will accelerate, fast forward the footage. All right. Oh, somebody is knocking at the door. No, I guess you don't want to play. So far we are doing good progress, burning them one by one. This is a big guy also, almost 200 million power. Now, okay, so I'm going to position myself, still training, scanning around to see who I have to deal with. The Jalal doesn't seem to be online, and his friend on your left is online. So I got to be careful so he don't interfere with my siege. Yeah, he is online. Oh yeah, well, for sure. Whatever happened during that sequence, best thing to do, the safest thing to do is garrison back. Wait until he cool off, then burn him in 2 rounds. So my buddy will help me. We're gonna tag team this guy. Yeah, you saw, so his friend will try to interfere. He got my howitzer, but I got him. I was expecting that. Yeah, bad timing for this gift pack, as I kind of missed the action. No big deal. The outcome is still the same. Ooh. My biggest enemy so far, well, not really, but is the lag. Are you experiencing lag? My lag, sometimes it's horrible. I mean, it's not choppy, but the unit, they don't respawn when you select it. You try to select it, but instead the screen moves because it looks like you're not selecting the unit, but you really are, and you order that unit to move somewhere, and that unit doesn't react. It doesn't behave like it's supposed to be, or there's a delay. So you end up in your brain, you know that unit was supposed to go to that specific area you choose, but it goes somewhere else because you didn't select it. So basically, your unit runs away, it gets destroyed, and yeah, fun time with lag. Now they announce an update, a fix. I don't know if it's gonna fix the lag or not, but before that sequence, or after, I don't know when exactly, no, maybe after we did the paratrooper and we had to wait. It said that there was too many players or members doing the paratroopers at the same time, so we had to wait 20 minutes in order to launch it. This was a first to me. I never realized that the server could be too busy, so maybe that's why they will fix this. Yeah, when I try to move my base, when there's enemy around, I use a little emoticon, the exclamation mark, to tell that I want a base, so they understand that. They will make room for me. That's how you play as a team. When you see something that doesn't make sense, think about what's happening, and in that case, that guy knew I want to base there, so he made room for me. Okay, only 3 tanks to train, but I may not have to. Oh, look at this guy right there. Goodbye. Yeah, don't you love this? It's one shot howitzer. It never gets old. Even though the BM or the Katyusha got a little bit weaker with when you modernize it, it's still quite powerful. Now we will get rid of this guy. Yep. Well done. Clean siege. Now we got some troops. We got a fast group guarding the heavy group. So a fast group is essentially a bunch of light tanks, medium main battle tanks, fast unit. Their duty is to guard the heavy group, super heavy and howitzer. Because super heavy and howitzer, they're not mobile, they're quite slow. They can get ambushed. So you need that fast group to, first of all, guard the heavy group, and second of all, guard reserves. Make sure that nobody is attacking the reserves. In that case, since we can bring our base with us, it's not really a problem. But however, you should always have a fast group with a heavy, and of course fighter planes play a big role defending the howitzer. You know how much damage a Liberty bomber can do to howitzer. Yep, so those fighter planes are essential. Everything works together. Personally, I don't like to manage army groups. I will do it from time to time. I'd rather control my own units, but it's not that I'm not good at it. I'm very good at it, but I'm trying to develop some technique with my own units, with the addition of the modern units, how they behave and such, so I can give you the best advice. If you like to run army groups, by all means, go for it. I'm lucky, I'm powerful enough to solo bases. If it's not the case, then I'll run an army group. So this is also a clean run. He's active, but he wasn't actively defending his base, so he did minimal damage. Yeah, I garrison back so I don't lose excessive amount of troops. So as you can see, we're doing great. From our claim land, going west side. Okay, now I'm gonna use my last 10 because I'm running low on reserves. $371 reserves, yep. That pack was a fair offer. I don't particularly purchase those packs, but in the middle of the action, might as well. I'm a little far away from my goal, so I may have to move my base. Yeah, fast group doing a terrific job. As you can see, they prevent anyone from attempting to block me or counterattack. So I'm letting them know that I want to move there. They know because they're smart. Ooh, that guy running that howitzer is playing dangerously. Yep. Oh! Now, for a reason, I was a bit slow to react. Did he survive? I don't know. He disappeared. That is weird. Anyhow. 144 million. Let's see if we can get rid of him in one go. Now 15 tanks, dropping to 14, 13, ooh, 11, 8, maybe not. He's tougher than I expected. 5, 1, 0, okay, no more. Will I lose more troops? I don't think so. I got lucky. I should have waited a little bit longer to have 23 tanks. No big deal, we were enough to finish the job. Yep, I really need to work on my Air Force. My fighters are really not, they're really not strong. And they take, they take way too much refined components. But I mean, I have to work on my weakness. Having a strong fighter helps a lot. There's a lot of good kills to make with a strong fighter, guys. I know they're hard to upgrade, but that's the reason. They require a lot of upgrade, but once you sacrifice or you do the extra effort, it pays off. Rubs. Okay, you're missing a troop. You should melt fast. Light mode kicking in. Yes, sir. And we have some help from Kill, I believe. Yep, Kill have some land near us. I'm glad that they jump in the fight. See, not much base left to reach the bridge. So this is the other sequence I was talking about. Now we're in red, we're creeping toward them. And this is the part where I don't feel like going through the bridge. Too dangerous, too hard. You see how much bases there are? Oh, nope, nope, nope. So I'm right there behind. They didn't expect us to come from that side, which is perfect. You need to use, not your brain, but you need to use the terrain to have a zoom back, see the map. Where can you attack? You should place yourself behind those guys so you have bases in front of them, behind them, so you can work as a team to destroy them. If you always go in one direction, that's predictable. So you have to be creative. You need to be creative. So Jalal still wants some, and I will serve you. It's always a pleasure. No, I love everyone. If you don't like me because I burn you, I'm sorry. This is what the game is all about. So there can only be one winner. There have to be a loser. I'm not saying that we're gonna win, but I mean it's part of the game, right? If you hate me, it's because you don't know me. Yep, I'm gonna switch back to Steel Fighter since I plan to tank this base. Oh, somebody's gonna do it for me. Fantastic. I will use what's left of my howitzer. Ooh, yep. When you see this line, that red laser beam, that's why you bring your base, so you can get cover. Oh. You teleport. Okay. That's Sylvana. Yeah, that's Sylvana guy, or maybe girl. She's a strong player, or he's a strong player. I don't know. Maybe not the best to send your bombers when there's so many fighters and your bomber is like only have 30% of health. Ooh, yeah, ambush, but they attacked a group of main battle tank, which is kind of useless. I would have attacked the howitzer instead. You do more damage. Was not the best play, but I think they want to attack the closest target possible, so they had a good escape route. Oh, he's right there. Okay, but some kill guys from server 12 are right there. It takes so much pressure off your shoulder when you have friends fighting with you, like another alliance. Now you see my fighter, I have to pull back because it's against these guys. Nah, no way, man. It's kind of useless. You send them and they die instantly. I have strong ground force, but air force, I'm not there. And I may not be the only one. You may be struggling with air force as well. And I understand it's very costly to rush those, to upgrade those. And if you are playing in a theater of conquest, the benefit, even though you do good or bad, you claim a lot of refined components. So you may be unlucky on the draw, on the matchup, should I say, and you will face a strong opposition, but you have plenty of time to do your commander mission, alliance mission, to claim those refined components. In the end, yeah, you may end up losing, but you know what? It's a game, and you still take a piece of the pie, if I can say. So yeah, now I skipped a little bit of footage because there was no action. Now, as you see this, we are creeping toward them from the other side. Reign of Brother. Yep. Always found that the base skin, the hot air balloon, the Valentine skin, kind of ridiculous. It's a farming skin, actually. It gives only farming benefit, collection benefit, I think, and research benefit, but it's a base skin. It's better than nothing. And I'm broke. I've said it somewhere, maybe during a Moscow video, but when you see the announcement for Moscow or San Francisco or any theater of conquest, you need at least a 10,000? Well, you need a crap load of military funds. Military funds are used mostly for training. Yeah, they are used to research and base construction, but they are needed for blueprints and also, of course, training troops. Yeah, I usually make sure I have 10,000 cases of 50,000 military funds just for training. You can never get enough because in the beginning of Moscow, what will happen is you won't have time to farm. You will be right away in the action, fighting intensively. Like the first 24 hours in Moscow are really intense in terms of battle. Well, I hope it is, because that's the point of going to a theater of conquest, is to fight. So in the beginning there will be a lot of fighting because everyone have plenty of reserves and they go hard. And after a few days it kind of settle, and then you can start farming, but you may not be in that position where you can farm and claim land and benefit from that 25% efficiency. So you need to offset this by having a lot of funds, military funds, to make sure that you can stay in the fight and train those troops, and of course upgrade and research, right? Still plenty of bases, but we do have plenty of troops. So I will go on the side. Well, I'm gonna follow the river and we will work our way. But I don't think I can base there. Yeah, no, it's impossible. So unfortunately, I will have to improvise and go without my base. Hopefully. No, I was able to base here. It's okay. It's a little bit further down the road. I cannot base, but it doesn't matter. We have some strong guys with me. Samurai, yeah, he got a strong super heavy. I think it's a 9 stars. If not, it's a 9 stars. Two silver stars or 2 blue stars means 9 stars. That's how Lilith named their units. This guy wasn't active. Awesome. We'll proceed to that gorilla. What I found annoying with this base skin is you can hide a unit behind the head of the gorilla. Because of its design, it takes a little bit more space on the upper portion of the base, so it can be tricky. I don't know if you noticed that, but that's the first thing I saw when the first time I saw this base skin. Despite the fact that it's ridiculous. So you see that unit, it's right behind that gorilla. It can be quite tricky. You could use this to your advantage, hiding a troop behind inside your base, but it's actually outside. Yeah, very hard to plot my base. You see current location block. Why? It's green. I'm lucky nobody is here to interfere. Still blocked, but it's green. Well, screw it. We'll do it live. And I kind of miss, but so yeah, our guys passed through the bridge because we got them busy from behind. That's how you get it done, guys. Mind you, this is a good sequence. It doesn't always, it's not always a happy ending. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Matador for the grand finale. Boom. Yep. So that's it, guys. That is so far my not first game footage, but the beginning of Moscow. More content will follow soon. More tricks for you, and some useful tips. Stay tuned and see ya.